Welcome, Black America, to the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command. I'm your War General, Queen Mod Girl, what at Mod Girl, reporting, representing the black community in the Revolutionary War. The Revolutionary 1500-year ongoing looming race war. First, I want to say this, and I might repeat it again during this stream. I want to be clear. I'm very pleased, humbled, grateful to have the strong 380 subs we have today. It's a milestone we've reached through dedication, through reciprocity of justice, honor, and integrity. I'm humbled. I want to thank you for being here, for finding your way here. Something touched your heart, something pointed you in this direction. I'm a firm believer that, excuse me, in life nothing happens that doesn't stand for anything. I believe everything that happens in our lives has a purpose. Now, but I want to be clear with you. I'm not an average YouTuber. I'm not someone who's seeking clout, fame. I'm not someone who does gossip. My purpose here is deliberate. Come before you all on a very, very urgent business affair. That order of the day is to elevate, educate, and edify our community, the black community. And you know what? That in of itself is a great and mighty work. We got a lot of work to do. Our community is upside down, inside out. What I'm trying to say to all of you is humbled, and I appreciate you being here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, I have to advise you though. I'm not a regular YouTuber. You will probably hear something today, most likely, that doesn't rub you well. Something that goes against the popular crowd. You're going to hear something today you've never heard before. We're going to get into leadership versus misleadership. We got a lot to cover, but I'm going to thank you ahead of time because I anticipate subscriber losses. I lose subscribers. There are casualties in my ranks in this war weekly. And I'm not falling for any illusions of grandeur that we won't experience. Maybe a handful, maybe a dozen today. But I thank you right now because you're here. But let me just advise you. I'm going to give you some words to work with. Just be aware that everybody has a different walk in life. You guys actually mean the world to me. It's not that I'm here to grandstand on folks, but understand what you need to do is take a grain of salt with what you hear today, which means listen to learn. Don't listen to react. However, if you're like me and you're searching for the solution to the problems in our community, I believe some of you will remain, and I'm certain some of you won't. But that's life, because we're on a different vibration in the black community now, and I have a divine connection with the ancestors, and they always embrace me and tell me, they say, don't worry about it. Our hands are on you. Our hands are around you. We got this. Stay focused on the job. Don't fold to the popular crowd. Don't give in to the temptation to be cookie cutter. Fight the good fight. We are on the pisc or the curve or coming out of the tunnel of the darkness, this community. I feel we're on a vibe. A new vibe is just starting. And a lot of people are talking about we're intelligent black society and running off of the mouth to sound good. Well, truth be told, there was the baby boomer generation, then there was the so-called alleged intelligent black society community you've heard of, and you know who they are that say this stuff. The 1 percentile with the most views on YouTube. You know who they are. But I'm going to advise you guys that, you know what? It's like, I have a divine connection. I've been advised that we, a small few, and I know who you are, and I will shout you out today, but there's a small few who are honorable, stand up. They have no problems reciprocating support. Real people. Have you not learned, all of you, that actions speak louder than words? The people I'm talking about, the people I'm referring to, have actions that go above and beyond words. So I get a vibe that we are, let me see, paving a way to a new way of leadership, maturity, and honorable men and women on this platform known as YouTube. In the black community, believe it or not, because right now there is a educational deficit. There is a deficit in, I guess, honest, just behavior and maturity mostly. And that's where these new stand-up, brave men and women shine. That's where I shine. So keep in mind, I'm not of the breed you're used to. If you must go today, I have an open door policy. And let me just say this too. Nobody out there controls me on YouTube. I seek to control no one myself. If anybody wants to come into my chat room, despite previous beefs, you're welcome here. Because I've observed, we sometimes give too much credit and too much power to small monopolies on YouTube, and they grow bigger, stronger, more bold, and more narcissistic, for the lack of better words, and they don't give a damn who they destroy in their wake, and they have a hypocritical standard of doing business. And I've observed, why am I biting my tongue? Why am I sitting on my hands? Why am I walking on eggshells for people who do not reciprocate? So we're all grown here. What's one person's or one group's beef is not ours. So you're welcome here until you cross the line here. So yeah, I'm not going to name names, but there are some people I kind of shoved away. Come on in, get the knowledge. Because you see, I weigh the heart. I understand there are some, I can decipher good from bad. I can decipher, I can decipher the real from the fake. And I observe there is a minority of real men and women on YouTube taking a awful, pitiful, pathetic plight, suffering a pathetic plight of being scorned, cast away, being the outcast, getting no love, no support. I understand, because I've been in the same barrel. And this community is like crabs in the barrel. So the reality is, let's put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, you're all welcome here till you cross the line. I have no beef with anybody on YouTube. I have no enemies at this point. But if you decide to cross the line, you will be dealt with, because that's just the way it is. Another thing before we get started I want to say is I warned you guys many times. I do not date off the internet. I have a zero tolerance policy for that, and I'm not going to renege on it. I'm not going to redact that. It is what it is, because I understand, you know, you get what you pay for in terms of a relationship. I only date people on a face-to-face basis. Sorry, this is not a hateful thing, but please don't ask for my email to chop it up in my inbox. And this is not a spite to those of you who have done this. I'm just saying, don't ask for my email if it's not business related. I don't have time for the trolling. So I had to make some moves here and there. And some of you may be listening or watching, have some questions about that. Well, just know it was in love for you. It was in your best interest as well as mine. It wasn't a hateful, judgmental thing, but I had to lay the law down. I'm not one to lead somebody. I'm not one to play with somebody. So the reality is, if it's not business, don't expect much of a response or a return reply from me. So with that said, an honorable 380 strong subs. Salute. Black first salute. Thank you for being here. I hope you will continue to be here. Well, with that said, we got a lot to get into. But we're going to do a intro freestyle. And then we're going to go ahead and do the classical Black sitcom intro and kick this powerful program off today. But I just felt like we had to say these things, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to find out why soon. Here we go. Let's try to do this freestyle. Yeah, check one. 1, 2. One, two. Let it roll, DJ. Make that hot. I'm the something that's unstoppable. Far from a horse and pony show. I'm a new flame that's escalating. Knowledge uncompromising and growing. Since you ain't knowing, you can call me the Terminator. And your house is about to start burning. Live long, Nat Turner's what I'll be saying the day I strap up double top in this gap. While in your pants you'll be shaking and yearning. That's right. I'm the something that's unstoppable. Far from a horse and pony show. I'm a new flame that's escalating. Not uncompromised and growing. Since you ain't knowing, you can call me the Terminator. And your house is about to start burning. Live long, Nat Turner's what I'll be saying the day I strap up double top in this gap. While you shitting yourself, nickel. Black power. That's right. That's right. Check. Alright, DJ. Kill it. Welcome to the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command, Black America. Alright, I'm your war general. What that Mark girl, Queen Ma'at girl, reporting representing the black community in the Revolutionary War. Now, we got a strong presentation lined up today. It's called ADOS, The Devil in the Details, Volume 2. The Murder of Joshua Brown. Can you dig it? Now, let's do the chat room humble salutes to all those soldiers here joining us today. B1 salute to, let me see, the podcast. B1 salute Sister Queen. B1 salute to John Nothing. B1 salute Sir. B1 salute to Paul Green 11. B1 salute Sir. B1 salute to Cut to the Chase TV. B1 salute Sir. B1 salute to Sankofa Cyborg. B1 salute Sir. B1 salute to Corey Lee. B1 salute ma'am. B1 salute to Joe W. B1 salute Sir. And now, well, let me see. B1 salute to Brother Nubian. B1 salute Sir. Now, we're going to read some comments real quick to delay the inevitable. Oh boy. The podcast says, hey Queen Ma'at. Hey Sister Queen. John Nothing says, peace, sis. Peace to you, brother. Paul Green 11, peace and love. I reciprocate, my brother. And Cut to the Chase TV, congrats on the channel. Thank you, sir. Or, can't tell from here if you're a woman or a man, but Sankofa Cyborg with the smiley face, the kisses and the hearts. Corey Lee, hey y'all. And Cut to the Chase TV, Queen be trippin'. Brother Nubian, salute Queen. Well, salute you, sir. B1. He says, salute Queen, Ma'at girl, and B1 fam B1. And B1. No, and fam B1. Great. Guys, I'm a bit tired today. I'm a bit, but I always draw on my strength. I try to get it done. All right. We know what the subject matter is today. We will try not to delay. We don't want to be long. We want to be strong. But in the event that we're long today, hey, comes with territory. Let me do the formal Black CENTCOM intro real quick. And then we'll keep it moving. A steady pace. Who am I? I'm the words you're afraid to speak. The face you're too vain to see. Call me scarlet, crimson, red. The blood of a million slaves in that reverse that I pen. I'm dark matter in a world of light weights. The future you cannot fathom. Your inescapable fate. I'm freedom in a musical note. I'm you inside of the mirror, the reflection of hope. I'm the most hated, most feared black woman on all of black and white YouTube. I'm a debate prep, battle-hardened intellectual warrior scholar. I'm an intellectual revolutionary terminator of white supremacy. I'm a black prophet, a black truth terrorist, a black separatist, a black truth terrorist again, a black history hit woman, indigenous people avenger, comforter, and queen, goddammit, and might I add, I'm a black separatist, a black panther, a black freedom fighter, and a black field Negro. Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! Black African. Unapologetic, uncompromised, and power. Welcome to the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command. We got some problems with our microphone. Please, guys. Now, volume is killing me. Now, stronger presentation lined up today. Boy, let me just tell you guys something from the onset. Let me just start in by saying this. Black America. Now, I've always told you all that we live in two Americas, and the Bible confirms it. How does the Bible confirm it? How, sister girl? Well, when the planes flew into the Twin Towers in an inside CIA job, look it up, the dominant society hand selected who they wanted to take the fall for that crime. As far as the enemy was concerned, they went after their enemies with fire, brimstone, and fury. When black folks read the Bible, they take from it to forgive their enemies. The Bible makes black people, in terms of a judge, come off the stand and give the convicted murderer a hug and a Bible. The Bible makes black people forgive the murderer who shoots up a black church. The Bible, in America, America, tells a different narrative versus the narrative spoken apparently to the dominant society. In America, the hails of America, in America, there's a different Jesus, a white Jesus that instructs the victims of crime to kill their enemies in cold blood. But the Bible, in reference to you, black people, can't you see, is a slave's book. Obey your master. In 250 odd or 230, give or take, chapters, they instructed you to be a meek, docile, subservient slave. Turn the other cheek, they tell you. But when it comes to that Bible that your diametrically opposed enemy reads from, it tells them a different language. The Abrahamic, homoerotic, King Queer James Bible instructs them to slay their enemies with fire and brimstone. We live in two Americas. Take it or let it alone. It is what it is. Now, let me advise you another thing, ladies and gentlemen, here today. I'm on my battle shit today. I am a war general. I will be going in hard today. Mostly, I'm not going to spare the black community any fucking grief today. Sick and tired of the status quo. And we're going to get into what the status quo is today. More of a reference on that homoerotic Bible, I got to tell you. Don't be shocked by these findings. That book tells the dominant society one thing and you another. Why? Because the emboldened, justified white nationalism the Bible teaches, upholds, uplifts, justifies for the dominant society is not new. It dates way back to the time of, what time, sister girl? Constantine. You heard me, I didn't stutter, I said Constantine. If you were doing your history, if you were awake during the food system's so-called alleged educational school system, you would have learned about this. But they say, you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in a book, they say. Sadly, it is true. But during the time of Constantine is when, and the time of Theodosius I, a Roman emperor, they went into ancient Kemet, your motherland, in northeastern Africa, closed all the temples, shut them down, broke the noses off the Afrocentric relics. They destroyed your history, your destiny, your lineage, where you come from, and fed you a slave's narrative, made you inferior up underneath them, is what they did. In the time of Constantine, I want to advise you all, is when white nationalism began. Textbook white nationalism we're talking about. This white nationalism was the first time they were on code. They understood and quantified what they had to do to survive as a race. Being they are the recessive peoples on the globe, the minority on the globe. This is a black planet, ladies and gentlemen. They needed a code of conduct During the time of Constantine is when this code of conduct was ratified. Take it or let alone, it is what it is. So they began slaughtering those without a Christian monarch, slaughtering those with their doctrine of discovery, and other little tricks of the trade. Soon to come would be laws. Soon would come would be witch hunts. Soon to come would be black codes, Jim Crow, slavery, chattel slavery, sundown towns, lynchings, all of this. The time of Constantine is when I submit to you that white supremacy was codified and ratified, and you can look it up. It is what it is. If you love that white man more than you love yourself, you will excuse this, but it is the truth. Now, I want to talk about some more trending, dominant societal criminal news. Donald Trump's right-hand man, Giuliani, Rudy Giuliani, is at it yet again. We know he's an outright racist. History confirms and corroborates this. But more than that, though. Donald Duck is at it again. This time, not colluding with Russia. He's seeking to collude with the Ukraine. Right? And this really kind of boils my blood. And we're doing opening deliberations right now. We're not on topic yet. This is the opening findings. Just so you know. And we're going to work our way into the meat and potatoes here soon enough. So what we're talking about is Donald Trump's little criminal ring. Donald Trump's right-hand man, Rudy Giuliani, has associates. He appointed to have the Ukraine investigate Jim Crow Joe Biden. It seems they are already setting up a fall guy for Donald Duck, aka Donald Trump, to excuse his criminal behavior. The two associates of Giuliani are arrested, I hear. I have a question. Since all of them work together to break the law, I want to make sure I'm coming in clear as this thing on. Why the hell is not Giuliani and Donald Trump and all of them arrested? That's what I want to know. God damn it. Here are the associates. They arrested, and they always set up a fall guy for the dominant society. It's as if they have a perfect fail safety when it comes to committing crimes, murder, genocide, theft. And then they prop up kangaroo systems of law and disorder. It's not lost on me. Let's put up some sources real quick, and we're going to try to get into it briefly and move along, because we got a lot of ground to cover. We don't want to be too long in opening deliberations, but we must cover this. So allow me to just briefly peruse this. Okay. All right. And I'm not warmed up yet. This is just the beginning, people. Ooh, we ain't there yet. The New York Post reports. And we're experiencing some delays here, people, so just bear with us. Great. All right, let's see. Why is this slowing up? Jeez. And let me check something here. Okay, guys. Come on, man. Please excuse me for this. But this is what happens when you're live, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we are clear. All right, let's make sure we got a good... Oh, my goodness. Okay, the narrative goes, House subpoenas Giuliani associates in impeachment probe. The chairman of the House committee leading impeachment proceedings on Thursday subpoenaed documents and called for testimony from a pair of Soviet-born associates of Rudy Giuliani who were busted the night before on campaign finance charges. The businessmen Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman are suspected of conspiring to funnel foreign money to U.S. political candidates. In a letter to the pair's lawyer, former Trump attorney John Dodd, Reps Adam Schiff, Elliot Ingo, and Elisha Cummings, a coon, heads to the Intelligence, Foreign Affairs, and Oversight Committees, respectively, demanding that the two business associates of Rudy Giuliani supply documents by Tuesday that they've refused to hand over voluntarily. Your clients are private citizens who are not employees of the executive quote-unquote branch of criminals. I'm adding that in there, I'm paraphrasing. They may not evade requests from Congress for documents and information necessary to conduct our inquiry. They are required by law to comply with the enclosed subpoenas they wrote. So right now, I guess these guys are hemmed up, arrested, and all of this horse and pony shit. But the reality is, folks, they're not going to face any real charges. See, the dominant society is very smart, very calculating. They always set up a fall guy ahead of time. You know, whether he's black or white. They set up some fall guy, coon, or some fall guy for the crime, so the head bigot in charge is excused. I knew when I heard talk of this impeachment probe and Ukraine and all this big BS, I knew it was another horse and pony show. Okay, so keeping it moving. I want to do something else today that may piss some folks off in the opening deliberation. I'm not trying to piss you off, sugar doll. It's just the way it is, sugar dumpling. We're coming hard in the paint today. And I ain't warmed up yet, so this is nothing. We're just getting started. But my hip is killing me. Let me turn. Give me a tough minute. Got some more injuries here. The general. Give me a minute. Darn it. Okay, now. But that's actually from working out in the gym, folks. But anyway, we need some lighthearted moments because the worst is yet to come. Can you dig it? Let me just brace myself before we dive into this next opening deliberation topic. It's going to be a heavy one. It's going to be a harsh one. And you may start to realize what's coming here. But let me inform you all, I watched Surviving R. Kelly for the first time on Netflix last night. And let me tell you, baby doll, I cringed through most of this episodic series because pedophiles like our Robert Kelly sicken me. By the time I got to the episode that discussed the girl Robert corrupted and made a boy toy out of, I cut it off in total disgust. It's blatantly sad and pathetic that no one in the hells of America cares about black women. The criminal justice system allowed Robert Kelly to molest and have sex with not one, but over 21 underage black girls. And those are only the ones we know of. There's no telling how many victims there were. It's pathetic when a black man calls himself a man and a leader and excuses Robert Kelly for his crimes against black women. Black men claim that black women and the dominant society just want to keep a brother down. Keep a good brother down. The reality is, A brother is already down, god damn it. You heard me. A brother is already down. And ain't built or done shit or provided since Black Wall Street. Take it or let it alone. It is what it is. If you don't like it, you know what to do. You heard me. And we're going a little bit further on this subject. Just so you know. Oh yeah, we're going a little bit deeper. Baby doll. Don't get too comfortable yet, sugar dumpling. We just getting started, know what I'm saying? These brothers ain't built shit or done shit since Black Wall Street to uplift their race in this country. Robert Kelly is guilty. What the fuck do you think 12 play and Aaliyah's song age is nothing but a number we're supposed to mean? Or we're actually saying to you in plain sight. Those were confessions of an admitted career pedophile. I don't care how you feel. It is what it is. Keep in mind all of these songs Robert Kelly produced himself. He was such a narcissist. Let me tell you what it's come to. Let me tell you what it's come to. And could we pull up the other slide? Care how you feel. Robert Kelly is the goddamn devil. Today, tomorrow, and in the future. Black power! Black power! Black power! Black, African, unapologetic power. And it gets worse. Yeah, your hand is already twitching. You're going for the back button. You're going for the unsubscribe. Sugar, help yourself. This is a war zone you found yourself in. What did you think was going to go down here today? Buck up. Tough up. Or get gone. Get dusted. Get ghosted. Know what I'm saying? Oh, sugar, it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse. See, I'm not what you used to, baby doll. I'm not the one to call to you or tell you the victim's narrative. I'm not the one to tell you what you want to hear. Can you dig it? I'm the true terrorist. And you hear the intro? What rock have you been hiding under, sugar? Can you dig it? Now. Oh, it gets so much worse. The things I'm about to admit to you, the things that are heavy on my heart, let me just tell you, brace yourself. I experienced such difficulty before this live stream because I love my people. I'm race first. I'm black first. But god damn it, the truth must be told. I didn't come to YouTube to play no games. I didn't come to YouTube to coddle. The truth will go down. Fiery, whether you like it or not. Let me tell you what's up. Today, I, and maybe a minority of black women, salute Tarana Burke for the Me Too movement. Black power! I don't give a damn how you feel. Because let me tell you something and mark my motherfucking words. We, queens on the throne, are sick and tired, god damn it, of black women being used and abused and tossed aside. We are sick and tired of this criminal justice lawlessness system excusing pedophiles, victimizers of black women. There's a long-standing history going back to the plantation and the cotton fields that said the black woman is too promiscuous to be raped. She doesn't feel pain. You know what? I say, fuck you and all you pedophile appeasers and this goddamn lawless system of criminal justice. I submit to you black queens listening here, cancel the goddamn move to quit coddling these bastards. They deserve it not. Let me tell you what's going down. The black woman, I must tell you, has been systemically, transgenerationally conditioned to not recognize, number one, when help comes her way. She has been systemically conditioned, transgenerationally conditioned to forgive, coddle, and excuse her victimizers. I'm not a feminist. Nice try, buddy. Not a feminist, but I'm a realist. I'm a truth terrorist. And what I gotta tell you, baby doll, is this. I became so sickened watching this R. Kelly fiasco. I become so sickened watching and what is his fucking name? The Jussie Schmullets of the world. All the beta males play the fucking victim and destroy and trash this community. I become so sickened watching people like Robert Biffins, the Uber Eats murderer, tearing this goddamn community apart. I become so sickened watching all these fucking fuckboys destroy this community. But what hurts my heart is to watch when the mother of the community is disrespected, when the sisters, daughters, aunts, nieces are disrespected in this community, the wives are disrespected in this community. I don't care what you call them, baby mamas. I'm sick of black women being disrespected. But you can have a white woman who's the symbol of death for black men be excused in a court of law in the Amber Geiger trial because she's a white woman. You don't hear nobody saying the white woman is the true masculine one. She was man enough to not call back up and enter a man's apartment and shoot him in the heart. Do you fucking hear me? Where are these men that are so sick and tired of the masculine woman? Tell me. God damn it. I want to know. I'm so sick and tired of this narrative. See, you've forsaken your mothers, your sisters, your daughters, your wives, baby mamas, your nieces. You say we're all liars. You say when we took the deal and put you out the house that the black woman is unforgivable, but not your open diametrically opposed murderer. Not long after I watched the Amber Geiger trial play out, I went to Safeway and boy, what did I see? What did I see that pissed me the fuck off? Excuse my language, but this is real shit here. Wasn't long that I walked in the doors, I saw a black man coming in with a white woman hand in hand. Oh, I became so sick to my fucking stomach. I was like, oh my God. Does he hear the headlines? What rock is this Negro living under? What the hell was going on? God damn it. That's what I wanted to know. But here he comes. Oh, just a happy-go-lucky like nothing. It's going the fuck down here in the hells of America. Skipping and grinning and baby this and that. I had to get out of that motherfucker's presence quickly because I was thinking to myself, oh boy, next time I see something like that, I'm going to embarrass the motherfucker. But I said, no, not today. However, mark my words, and I don't give a damn if you don't like it. The reality is, you bucks make me sick. You're on your hands and your knees excusing your enemies every fucking day. But you're destroying this community because you hate yourself. And you hate your daughters, your wives, your mothers, your sisters, your aunts, your nieces. You would use your urban legend as a weapon against the black woman. You would weaponize your gender against a black woman and have the nerve to say, stop gender warring, sister queen. Don't keep a brother down. Don't hold me accountable for nothing. Don't resort to calling the cops. Don't fucking get child support. Let your children fucking starve. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know why. It's not excusable for a black woman to seek aid to feed her starving children abandoned by her baby daddy and get no love to this motherfucking day. All we see is colorism and bullshit from you Negroes. But it's excusable for your frickin' open diametrically opposed enemy, the weaponized white woman from her head to her coochie. It's excusable because you love whiteness more than you love yourself. God damn it. It stops today on my motherfucking watch. I salute Tarana Burke and the Me Too movement. Don't give a damn how you feel about it. Y'all, you're killing your own brothers and sisters, Nipsey Hussle. Then you spin herb and legend to excuse it every time a black man is on his fucking knees destroying you. Sick and tired of it. I don't say this to hurt you. I say this because I love you. I want to sharpen your steel. I want you to stand up, get off your knees, and quit bull jiving. You're the leaders, the builders, and providers of this here community. Act like it. Fucking tired of this shit. I say this because I care. I'm going to advise you today. The misleadership in this community is called coddling. The misleadership in this community is the excuse-making machine that always kicks into overdrive when the black man fucks up. Yeah. I haven't broke a sweat yet. I ain't done. Don't give a damn if you don't like it. I'm a war general. Take me literal or get the fuck out. Now, the reality is, you believe it's okay to destroy every savior, every aid that comes to the black woman as a resolution and a solution. You believe it's slim pickings, it's fair game to shoot down everything so we remain in your hierarchical colorist system at the bottom, used and abused for a come up, for a rebound. You say we're fucking gold diggers. Dare we be hyperchemists? But ain't nothing wrong with patriarchal, abusive, misogynistic culture with a boot on our fucking neck. I say, goddammit, if you're a real man, you raise your hand for Tarana Burke and the Me Too movement or get the fuck out. Because I support it 100%. It's about time for the devils of this community, the rapists, the pedophiles, the beta males, the cheaters, the lies, and the frauds, and the fakers, and the hustlers, and the player boys to get their just dessert. God damn you. It's sicking me to hear 21 girls plus who were black were abused and raped, and our slimy white judge let him off the hook, and black men stood by and accepted payoffs and hush money to excuse it. Let me be clear right now that when Jussie Smollett lied, he lied that he was victimized. He set up his own attack by the hands of black men. And then how the ill-gotten gall to have them beat his ass, spawn a narrative of victims. That biracial, tragic bastard betrayed the black community is what he did. More than that. What did he want us to do? Play victim and come to his aid. Rush to his aid to save him. And, oh, poor Jussie. No more. I mean, it's like the black man can do no wrong. He can be homo. He can lie. And every time, people are just always lying on the black man. Oh, black police officers are lying. Oh, the Dallas PD are lying. It's always a conspiracy. Even when the shit is on goddamn video, it's always a motherfucking conspiracy. We're hearing from Jussie Smollett's own mouth. Oh, no, I'm not lying. I am a victim. Fuck, no, you're not. You're a liar is what you are. You're a fuck boy. And it seems to me every time I turn around, I told you all before, black man's becoming a protected class in this country. We're the fuck boys. We're so used to calling black men as only stipulations, investments we make in this community is to coddle them, that now we're stuck on stupid and mental illness. This community is upside down. We excuse these frauds. We go out of our way for homos that ain't trying to procreate or do nothing or be shit for this community, and we excuse them and fight for them, and they get all the views on YouTube. People like fucking Hassan Campbell with his lying ass. Hustling people gets 150,000 views. 88,000 views per video. All these subscribers, but truth tellers and black women are out here starving to get the truth out, starving for a fucking subscriber. I'm so sick and tired of this status quo. God damn it. You see, it's a shame that black men have a vested interest in playing the victim bigger and better than a black woman. The most hated, most betrayed, most tortured, punished, murdered woman on earth. These dudes have perfected their damn victims now. Let me tell you something. When Jussie Smollett lied, his little PR person or manager jumped up. Oh, my brother, how can I help you? Oh, you poor darling. Oh, can I call the cops for you? When Robert Kelly, the devil, fucking raped it, destroyed the lives of many black women, he had many men around him, his corrupt, lying, fucking pathetic brothers, protecting him, coming out, denying charges in a court of law like that goddamn, I think it was the brother to Sparkle. He sat up there and fucking denied the charges because he accepted money. Fuck boys acting homoerotic, protecting a man first and not a woman. Hell is going on in the hells of America, KKK. What the hell is wrong with this community? The black men, the first thing they worry about is a man. They dick ride and simp for men, but won't allow a black man to simp for a black woman. What the hell is going on? If you're a black woman right now, listen to the sound of my voice, and you're not turned up, something wrong with you. God damn it. I need a drink. I ask ancestors, please give me the power to go hard today. Please allow me to be on my throne, my war shit. Because I'm a realist. I tell it like it is. No filter. I'm not trying to save pathetic losers who ain't doing shit. Give a damn how you feel. That's why we have a problem in this community. That's why there is a education deficit. A deficit of leaders, builders, and providers. We coddle phonies and fakes and losers. See, what it's come to, ladies and gentlemen, is mental illness in this community. I've pointed it out. It's called DID and MPD. Dissociative identity disorder, multiple personality disorder. And more than that. In this community, we have a standard. Going back to MLK, going back to Malcolm X, and earlier, that says a black man can do no wrong. Please do yourself a favor and look up any old civil rights footage or any footage prior to that and see what they're saying. The black man needs this. Equality for the black man. Black man, black man, black man, black man. The Million Man March. Man, man, man. See, for far too long, this idea of black empowerment, edification, black radicalism, black power, Pan-Africanism never had a voice for the black woman. Was never intended to uplift the black woman, sadly. We were never included. We always talk about getting on cult and having an agenda in this community, but we don't give a damn that the black woman was never invited to the table when it mattered. See, the reality is I feel for black women across this goddamn earth. And I'm just sickened at this point. The community has betrayed us. Doesn't care about us, and now we're numb to this shit. I don't want to go longer on it, but goddamn, I had to hash this. Because I'm sick and tired of it. Status quo. The instant a black woman wants to be recognized, the instant we expect justice or anything, we are shamed. Oh, gold digger. Oh, fucking hood rat. Oh, thought. Oh, strat. Oh, trying to keep a brother down. Oh, you feminist. But you know what? My breaking point, along with the surviving Lucifer series on Netflix, was when I, let me just catch my breath. It was when I saw this Amber Geiger trial. And I know goddamn well I'm about to turn up again, people. Get ready. Do whatever you gotta do, but I'm gonna tell you what. I know goddamn well had the murderer been a black woman. No fucking way. And no unreasonable certain terms what those coon ass niggas would have said. Can I hug you? Fuck no! You were attracted to the woman. You put her over your brother's life. Pathetic scumbag, you rat. You know better than a roach on the fucking ground. Deserving of my boots, you piece of shit. You know what? After this fiasco, I said the hell with the John family. Bunch of sickening, pathetic ass coons. Hell no. It's time to stand the fuck up. It's 2019. Ain't no time for this shit. Get off your knuckles and dragon knuckle knickers. Sorry, but I had to say it. Hell no. Will you uplift a white woman at her lowest over the black woman? Hell fucking no. I salute Tarana Burke and the Me Too movement. If you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. Now, run and make as many videos as you please. Troll me how you feel. But let me tell you something, bitch. Over here. I'm so sorry, darling. Not sorry. Over here. Do you know what that is? That's the sound of a goddamn surface weapon. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, let's do it. Wanna get dirty, chump? Come on, take your best shot. Anyway, I'm not speaking to individual black men. I'm talking to all these pathetic collective fucking losers. Homoerotic fucking loser. And I'm so sick and tired of the goddamn status quo in this community. The failed leadership, the misleadership, where so-called intelligent black men take to YouTube to always spin a narrative against black women and forgive their fucking enemies. You should be more ashamed. You should be most ashamed. You're a man. Goddamn you. You are our defenders and protectors. People, I want to submit to you what was heavy on my heart to tell you is we have been experiencing misleadership. We have been experiencing lack of leadership. What is misleadership today? On YouTube, misleadership is anytime you jump behind a camera and race hustle. You don't tell the truth for the sake of your scorned soft-ass egos. You come on here and you tell the victim's narrative. Let me tell you why the 1% have the most views. This is why they do that, folks, because they depend on numbers. It's a numbers game for the monetized. It's a numbers game, mark my words. They want to hustle. Tell people, the thing goes, if you tell people what they wish to hear, you'll make a happy customer. You snake oil salesman Negroes. And let me tell you something else. These Negroes are like a used car salesman. These Negroes are like a Negro or a salesman trying to sell an Eskimo a bag of ice. Can you dig it? People living in the goddamn snow don't need ice, but these kind of Negroes can sell you any goddamn thing and you believe it. Not me, not I. I stand in the truth. I love individual black men who contribute and build and do for this community, who love and appreciate the black woman. We say black first all the time. You ain't showing it, punk. Black first. From this small little 1% on this fucking platform called YouTube. Black first. 8 hours of videos and talking. You don't mean that shit. Because every time I turn around and look at my community, I would see black men and women together. I would see less divorce. I would see less out of wedlock marriages or lack of marriage. I would see less domestic violence in this community. I would see less homicide in this community. Sorry, don't care if you don't like it. Man, I went on a rant. I had this shit welled up inside me to tell you. I want you to get it. Do you see not what's going on in front of your eyes? This is why we're not moving as a community. You coddle, and this goes for the women too. You only care about black men, so much so. You look at the census data. You look at the status quo. We as a collective race in this country don't hold, own, or control shit. Why? Because a collective of these males or beta males, failures and losers and frauds, pedophiles and abusers and murderers, drug pushers. And you excuse them, and that's why we stay stagnant. The enemy comes from within. Let me tell you something else I need to tell you desperately. You can quantify real leadership by if this person is prophetic or not. I'm prophetic. See, last week, we did a strong dissertation called ADOS, The Devil in the Details, the Murder of Botham John. I started out the dissertation. You can go back and look this video up for yourselves. Start out by saying the enemy comes from within. The enemy shackles his or her mind from within. I said the enemy looks like you and me. I also said that these so-called alleged foundational black Americans are angry with immigrant foreign-born blacks because, unfortunately, the black community is a group of people who come from a corrosive culture. Not their fault, but they come from this corrosive culture where the transgenerational traumas of slavery has rendered us deaf, dumb, and blind, and more than that, has rendered us sick, mentally sick as a people. To where we coddle our abusers who look like us, the devil within, the devil in the details. I told you all this. Not long after that video aired, we learned Joshua Brown was murdered by not one, not two, but 3 black men. Black American men. While everyone else was playing the victim's narrative, the predictable rush to judgment. Oh, no, it was a conspiracy. Oh, the tinfoil hats came out the woodwork. The urban legends were born. The same shit we witnessed when Nipsey Hussle was murdered. The same shit we heard when Pac was murdered. The same shit we heard when Biggie was murdered. The same shit we've been hearing since MLK was murdered. The same shit we've been hearing since Malcolm X. Brother Amawali Zulu Shubaz was murdered. We've been hearing the same jive shit. And that's why this community ain't moved a muscle yet to build shit. Stop coddling your victimizers, your abusers, and your pusher man. I told you this. But guess what? True leadership. But no one else was saying this. Everybody, oh, poor victims. Oh, even to this day, right now, people are saying, oh, no. I don't trust PD. Okay, I'm going to break off of that for a moment because we've got to stay on point with the notes. And we're going to come back to that, so don't worry. Oh, I'm fired up, and this is what it looks like when I'm on my war shit. I want to break away real quick because we got to do some shout-outs. Into some, oh my God, why does my microphone keep increasing in volume? I know I done lit this chat room ablaze. People are in their emotions. I know it. But excuse me, we're going to do some shout-outs. Much needed, and I'll tell you why. I want to shout out Queen's Throne, one of my newest subscribers. I'm also subscribed to her. I want to shout out Sonetta Studios, Haven Bullets, Information Man Show, Prince Dinas Demir, General Sarasutin Seti, Brother Garfield of the Dacker Squad, Brother Reggie of the House of Consciousness, and Brother Jabari Osase. Now, some of these people you may not know, so you can look them up in the description box on this video. Their channel links are there. If you heard any names you have not subscribed to, just feel free to subscribe to those brothers and sisters. Show us some support. Let me calm my nerves. Now, first of all, the reason I hand selected those few... Oh, wait, there's more. I want to shout out Brother Derek C. Williams, the man, the queer homo Hassan Campbell smeared his reputation. His channel link is also down there. I want to shout out Irritated Genie. His channel link is also down there. So the reason I name these people is because they're honorable. We have relations, business relations together. I support them wholeheartedly because they tell the truth. And I mentioned earlier, it's a small minority here, a new awakening. And we vibe. We don't have to tell each other what time it is. We get it. We know what time it is. And these people, for example, Brother Retchie tells the truth. He's a real scholar. A lot of these people are scholarly. You go to their channels, you can learn something you didn't know before. And yeah. So, those are the shout outs. Let me give me 1 sec. Uh-oh. What did I just do? We need a breather anyway. I hope I didn't lose some notes here. We got a little more opening deliberations before we continue. Please excuse me for being so long-winded on the last subject. I want to inform you all that the country of Rwanda in Mother Africa recently deported a white nationalist Christian evangelist. And let's put up the notes on this so we can give you adequate information. Not only did they deport that scumbag, Rwanda is now manufacturing smartphones. Black economical excellence. Shout out to the Dr. Mumby show for these findings. Salute, Sister Queen. She also received recently a YouTube reward for reaching the milestone of 100,000 plus subscribers. I believe she has a good, strong 163 subs or so. Now, this douchebag they deported in Rwanda had a church. He had a radio show. And every morning he would tape to the radio show and talk disparagingly against black African women. Same kind of shit you expect here from black men in the hells of America, KKK, Tommy Sotomayor, all these clowns. He would call us or them devils, no good, make fun of their skin tones. Good news is, he was there on a work permit. His worker visa, or whatever it was, expired. He overstayed his welcome because the white man believes he can do no wrong. He believes the law in this country, around the world, does not apply to him. So he overstayed his welcome. He was pushing African people around, using their fake mercenaries, missionaries, and evangelist bull crap to poison the minds of black people in Africa. Let me just advise you. Mirroring what Sister Dr. Mombi said, dominant society, be advised. We are experiencing an awakening in Mother Africa. This is a new Africa, not the one you're used to. The people are waking up. So all you Negroes in this country, listen to the sound of my voice, who hate foreign-born blacks, get it together or get left behind, because they are getting their act together. They're kicking the poison out of their countries. All 54 continents or countries, soon countries, I repeat, on the continent of Africa will have their game together. And then it's game over, dominant society. Game over, Tom Who. So people like Tariq Nasheed sitting up on the internet spewing garbage about, oh, those foreigners have been here to undermine us for the last 600 years. What the fuck? That wasn't even America dating back to 600 years. But he said those foreigners are here to undermine us for the last 600 years. They can't do shit right. They're always cooning over there while the Chinese taking advantage of them, and et cetera, et cetera. The reality is that's the old Africa. But see, Africa is making strides that you are not. In the hells of America, calling yourself foundational Black America, you're not making any strides. They're producing smartphone technology. The infrastructure of Africa is improving. Soon, they will not be, I submit to you, the deliberate, systemic, perpetual, refueling third world country they are. Then what would you say? See, last week, I submitted to you all that the Black American is hateful, jealous. He talks shit about foreigners because who are black, because he hates himself, number one. He denies his Africanness, number two. And he's jealous because he knows he's the pusher man. He's the dope head. He's the pedophile, user and abuser collectively, who ain't built shit for his nation or alleged nation since Black Wall Street. That's why he's pissed. When foreign-born blacks come here, they run circles around your black ass because all you do is play victim. You have no ambition left in you collectively. I'm not talking to individuals, not talking to those in this chat room. I'm talking about the collective condition. This is why you hate them. But the reality is they're changing things over there. The new Africa is rising up, waking up. Just be informed of that. I want to make it clear. The beta male in white or blackface, get ready. A new sheriff is coming. A new day is coming. See, the government in Rwanda is primarily, dominantly black women, black Africans. Black African women. They got sick and tired of being disparaged. They rallied this bastard's deportation. They shut down his church and his radio show and kicked him clean smooth out the country. Black power, sisters. And that's what's coming to you beta males in white or black face. Be advised. The meal ticket is expired, canceled, revoked. We ain't coddling no more. It's time for all you bastards around the world to get with the program. The new queens in town are no longer tolerating this bullshit you're putting down. Can you dig it? You will be dealt with, and you will respect the mother of civilization, the mother of humanity, the one and only black woman. Mark my fucking words, or you will be dealt with. I got something else to tell you about this patriarchal system we live in. Just so you get an understanding of why we black women are experiencing what we're experiencing. And we're going to get into the dissertation, so strap in. Hold on. I want to tell you something. Uh-oh. Something that I schemed over. So please bear with me. God, I gotta find. Darn. I don't know. Guys, stand by. I'm looking for a particular quote here. Don't know where we left it, but I gotta. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Shh. Thankfully, I don't want to waste no more time. Do not be shocked by this mistreatment of the black woman, because we live in a patriarchal system handed down from the dominant society where Aristotle, look him up, Aristotle politics says this: the relation of male to female is by nature a relation of superior to inferior, and ruler to ruled. I didn't stutter, you heard me. It says, Aristotle, ancient political society, says this: the relation of male to female is by nature a relation of superior to inferior, and ruler to ruled. This is the same satanic, misogynistic, patriarchal, abusive belief we have now. And believe me, it's rooted in the Abrahamic queer King James Bible. Witch hunts. Don't take my word for it. Accept it. It is what it is. You, women, the black woman predominantly, are classified as property. You are classified as slaves to men. You are reduced and relegated to a ruled inferiority complex. Just something to think about. Okay, we're going to move along now and cover other affairs. We may be repeating ourselves just a little bit here, but if you would give me 1 sec. All right, we got ourselves. We're about to get started on the real meat and potatoes. And there are some things, bear with me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. We got so much going on here and much more to come. This dissertation is called, allow me to look it up. This dissertation is called ADOS, The Devil in the Details, Volume 2, The Murder of Joshua Brown. All right, so I'm going to look at the chat room in just a moment, but please allow me to keep flowing here. On your screen is our brother Joshua Brown, but I have some unpopular choice words for this scenario. Yes, I do. So, baby darling, strap in, get ready. It gets worse. But you see, they say that, I'm going to paraphrase, trying times bring growth. Adversity makes you stronger. I humbly advise you not to look at my words or consider my words to be fighting words or disparaging words. I want you to understand and overstand, you dig. I'm here to sharpen your steel, to elevate you, educate you, and edify you. Gone are the days where we continue to play this victim's narrative. I submit to you, the victim's narratives have rendered our race, the black race, has rendered the black community mentally insane. What do they say about insanity? Continuing to try the same old thing over and over, expecting a different result. This is why we see no progress in this community. And we're going to get there. So follow me now. I want to advise you a stronger movement and code of black conduct and empowerment would be to show no support for collective black men who are not doing anything tangible for the black community, who are not leading, building, or providing. This isn't in any way hate-based, but rather a political statement that has a community-oriented approach. A political statement that, as a community, we have tried all the coddling, urban legend, excuses making, and victims' narratives, including finger pointing, etc. And the black man has failed to lead, build, and provide on a scale that would empower the black community. This would in reality be a last resort reasoning with the black man collectively, out of love, to get them to stand and take their place as leaders, builders, and providers. I hope you can reason with that. I'm going to tell you something else before we start this thing. We got one more tidbit just came in from the opening deliberation subject section. We're going to talk about, shout out to Haven Bullets for this one. We're going to talk about the Judas goat. You're probably asking yourself, what is a Judas goat? Well, I'm going to break it down for you. Yvette Carnell is a Judas goat. Antonio Moore, Tone Talks, is a Judas goat. I'm going to give you the definition of a Judas goat. Judas goat. A Judas goat is a trained goat used in general animal herding. The Judas goat is trained to associate with sheep or cattle, leading them to a specific destination in stockyards. A Judas goat will lead sheep to slaughter, while its own life is spared. See, a lot of times they like to make the Judas goat black, and they refer to the Judas goat as the black devil. Well, the reality is, Yvette Carnell is your Judas goat. So is her sidekick, Tone Talks. Because these clowns are working with John Tanton, an admitted exposed white nationalist. You can look at the ADL, Anti-Defamation League website to corroborate this. He is a white nationalist. Yvette Carnell sits on the board of Progressives for Immigration Reform. John Tanton is on that board. John Tanton owns, controls, and operates and supervises many white nationalist front operations, which ADOS happens to be one of. Their main purpose, people, is not reparations. Been telling you this for months now. Their main purpose is to pacify and eliminate the oppositional black vote. Did you hear me? To pacify and eliminate the oppositional black vote. So white nationalists can run roughshod over our asses come 2020 election time and beyond. These guys will run roughshod over our asses thanks to the contributions made under ADOS. They know this jive won't secure reparations, but that's another discussion for another day. I've been down that path. Refer to my older videos and get the understanding, get the overstanding. The reality is, if we don't vote, who's going to be there to say no to sundown towns, to Jim Crow 2.0, to stop and frisk, to the black codes when they return? All politics are local, ladies and gentlemen. To have a code of conduct, you need to be involved politically. No other race, no other group of people waits for someone to deliver an agenda racially fitting for themselves. Let me tell you something I've never told you before. ADOS, and I don't care if you don't like it or not, ADOS is a poverty mindset, not an empowerment strategy. A poverty fucking mindset. Why? Let me give you some backstory. We have nothing in this country. We're 2% of the wealth gap. We own nothing. We control nothing. We hold nothing. We are consumers sitting on our asses. We are wards of the state. We are subject citizens under the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. We depend on the diametrically opposed Tom Who dominant society to give us government-sponsored cheese called welfare. People, this behavior is unsustainable and unacceptable in the year 2019 and beyond. Let me tell you what ADOS is really all about real quick. Now that we're on this point, let me tell you what it's really about. When they eliminate your black vote, oppositional vote, what they're going to do is usher in the ability to do what? To do what, sister girl? To run roughshod over your black ass. I've been telling you this before. But let's break it down in simpler terms so you understand. Can you dig it? We're almost there. Just hold on. Give us a minute here. All right. I'm going to bring up the research data right now to prove it to you. You don't got to take my word for a bit now. But here's the findings according to the census report. The headline goes, the U.S. will become minority white in 2045. The U.S. will become minority white in 2045, census projects. Continuing. New census population projections confirm the importance of racial minorities as the primary demographic engine of the nation's future growth. Centering an aging, slow-growing, and soon-to-be declining white population, the new statistics project that the nation will become minority white in 2045. During that year, whites will comprise 49.7% of the population, in contrast to 24.6% for Hispanics, 13.1% for blacks, 7.9% for Asians, and 3.8% for multiracial populations. Just reading a little bit more, it says, the shift is the result of two trends. First, between 2018 and 2060, gains will continue in the combined racial minority populations. Let me repeat that again. The shift is the result of two trends. First, between 2018 and 2060, gains will continue in the combined racial minority populations, growing by 74%. That's almost 100%. Second, during this time frame, the Asian white population will see a modest immediate gain through 2024, and then experiencing a long-term decline through 2060, a consequence of more deaths than births. A consequence of more deaths than births. A consequence of more deaths than births. Do I have to say it any louder, goddammit? Mass white shooters, terrorism running amok. See, let me tell you something, people. Here we do prophetic stuff. Here we do leadership. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say this as calm, as polite as I can. I need you to get it. The reality is this. They've tried everything else to survive as a race, and it's failed. They are the recessive peoples. The reality is, without our continued cooperation throughout the generations and the centuries, they would have already been extinct. I don't say that harshly. I'm being scientifically correct. Our continued cooperation is 1, an inferiority complex. 2, cooning. 3, seeking white gratification and acceptance and approval. 4, mating with the enemy, breeding ourselves out. 5, killing each other. And I could go on, but the reality is they've tried everything else. What they need now, what they need most, it's almost game over. It's almost game point. We're coming down to the stretch, the finish line. Can you dig it? What they need right now is the last, best, final resort. We've called on to the murder black folks with police officers. We're seeing police officers begin to be found guilty. We've seen the lynching era under Jim Crow. We've seen all the genocide, all the poisoning. But what they need to do now is they need to get black people on the same accord as the white nationalists. This is why John Tanton developed what is known as ADOS. Never before in this history of this country have black people, foreign or domestic, saw a divide in ourselves. Only the white nationalist has a fear of immigration because they fear the browning of America. Can I repeat myself? They fear the browning of America. So when you believe that it is important for you to buy into this immigrants are holding you back bullshit, you're playing the victim. You're mentally insane and you're fooling yourself. Because immigration has never hurt your numbers. In fact, they help your numbers. Had it not been for Booker T. Washington striking down the 1915, I believe it is, give or take, look it up, don't quote me, anti-African immigration policy, we're only about 13 or 15% of the population today, thanks to that honorable man's efforts. But if he had failed, we'd probably be a mere 3 or 5%. I think there are projections that 8% of blacks in this country are foreigners. 13 or 15 minus 8, do the math. We're already a minority, but let me tell you something. Being a minority is unsustainable. So here comes ADOS, their last best option to get your mind, to fuck your mind MK Ultra style, to tell you don't vote. See, I've told you before, there's about 4 things the enemy has learned to give us as a people, to coddle us, to pacify us, to destroy us, to make us do their bidding. That's drugs, sex, alcohol, and money. And a nigga would do whatever you want a nigga to do. The reality is, ADOS promises openly reparations. What they didn't tell you was reparations were only entitled to those living in Confederate territories in the South. ADOS is deceptive. ADOS are liars and frauds and cons. ADOS wants you to sit on your hands, renege your black vote, so that the dominant society can run roughshod over you. It's a game point right now. By 2048, which is literally around the corner, there will be a minority. If they allow the browning of America to continue, if they allow, what do you call it, liberal leadership to continue, if they allow Jewish leadership to continue, so they have concluded they need to implement white nationalist leadership. See, this is the code Constantine developed that he used so well back in the day. Conquest, doctrine of discovery, bloody history, blood on their hands. They mowed down many peoples who didn't look like them. They stole from many peoples, profited from it. The reality is they need that kind of conduct to return. We're seeing fascism and white nationalism like never before in this country under Donald Duck, aka Donald Trump. The reality is they need white nationalist political leadership across the board. They need to bring back white nationalist law and order in this country in order to survive as a recessive people. They've always depended on dominance, total dominance and control. Systemic, overt white supremacy and fascism. Genocide. They're starting out light, baby, with the damn Latino immigrants. That's a warm-up. They're kicking them out the country, putting the boot on their neck, and serving an awful plate to the children in little camps. Hitler Jr. shit, but they're going to get around to you, baby. See, the Judas goat deceives the other goats, leads them to the slaughter. Is what he does. And at the last moment, the killers and the slaughterers excuse the Judas goat. And all the not people, but the sheep or the goat who are deaf, dumb, and blind, who fell for the scam, are slaughtered. And that's where you're headed on ADOS. I don't care how you feel. The Judas goat, the necro buffers, your fat Carnell, and tone talks are leading to your slaughter. Can't you fucking see it? You Negroes are so sick in the mind, you go with the popular crowd. And this is why Your enemies can always fool you every goddamn time. See, I heard from my beloved brother, Irritated Genie. He said this, and I'm going to paraphrase. He said, the enemy learned not to worry about controlling the masses of the black community. What they need to be concerned with are the leaders. They have to control our leadership, which is why a lot of them are paid for, bought, hand-picked puppets. All they have to do, they've studied us long enough to realize all they have to do is control our leadership. They know how long Negroes stay angry. They've crunched the data. I'm submitting to you, paraphrasing. They've learned Negroes stay angry for about 3 months. When some shit goes down, Negroes are angry in month 1. Negroes are angry in month 2. In month 3, Negroes are cooling off. By month 4, it's forgot about. So what they do is seek to control the leadership, seek to coddle the leadership, seek to put in control of the opposition. Puppets. If they can control the leadership every time something goes down, they say, hey man, get control of this. Remember Rodney King beating? Paid off people, slid in their clothes and said, baby, tell them to calm down. Tell them don't burn shit down. Tell them calm down. Negroes fall for it. All they got to do is control your leadership. Don't trust leaders who come out of nowhere like Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks, who really don't look like you. The Obamas of the world, the bastards of the world. Stop it. Wake up, Negroes. You're mentally ill is what you are. The reality is they've learned all they must do is control your leaders, and the Negroes will obey. They know if they allow Negroes to stay angry, then Negroes will tear shit up. Remember the LA riots? Negroes have the ability and the capacity to go gorilla buck on their asses. So they've learned to control our leadership, and they're doing it mighty well. See, NOS is a poverty mindset because you don't wait around for another group of people to approve something. Here's the problem with that. Refer to the Native American, where these people sought compromise from their enemy. The same people who poisoned them, the same people who betrayed them, the same people who give them smallpox infected blankets, the same people who slaughtered them wholesale. They trusted them. They sought the resolution and the reparations from their enemy. What did that look like? How well did that play out? Well, plantations. Reservations is what they got. See, you Negroes under us fail to realize that nationhood is required whenever reparations are on the table. A lot of you Negroes fail to realize that the Native American in this country has an internal country inside the borders of America. Gaming territory, gaming police, ending gaming and bingo casino, reservations, private lands for the natives, government-sponsored cheese called aid or whatever it is they're living off. But look at the plight of the people. Drunk all the time, on drugs. The pathetic real truth about the Native American is they are a marginalized people. An endangered, extinct species. This new $5 Indian co-opt reappropriated bullshit we're seeing are not Native Americans. They've been genocided up out of here. We're seeing remnants, vague remnants of the remains of the true natives. They have a nation of their own in these borders called America. But unfortunately, when your enemy comes to you with a package deal, you're on his terms or the goddamn highway. When he tells you you must succumb to reservations, you must succumb to this amount of money every month, you must succumb to policing yourselves, seceding from America's protection, protecting yourself. Are you ready for that, Black America? And if you disagree with those terms, guess what? you better walk away from the deal, because it's a deal with the devil, and the devil's in the details. Fuck ADOS. You heard me. It's a poverty mindset. If you don't listen. A lot of people claiming to be intelligent black society, bombing their gums, saying, oh, this is black empowerment. If you don't support ADOS, you're a fool. Fuck you. You're getting left behind, and support ADOS. Well, here's the deal. ADOS is a poverty mindset, not an empowerment strategy. Why? Because empowerment cannot come from without. Your enemies cannot empower you. You have proof in the pudding from the Native American. Where are they today? What are they relegated to? You have to empower yourself. What they're talking about is not black empowerment, it's deception. You must empower yourself. You must implement your own culture. You must create from your culture your own economy. That is black empowerment. What they are saying is not. See, we suffer from an education deficit. We suffer from misleadership. We suffer from a victim's mental illness. That's why we coddle our abusers, murderers, pusher men, etc., etc. We forgive our enemies because we're mentally fucking sick collectively. Not I, not you in this chat room, but we as a people, the collective race of fucking black America, are mentally sick. We must call it what it is. We must call a spade, a turd a turd. Enough with this goddamn victim's narrative and coddling. We have not moved one solitary fucking iota since about approximately 146 years, give or take, in this country. This country, my ass. The hells of America, KKK. We have not progressed as a group racially. Why? Because one equation is true. We always play the fucking victim. We always excuse our enemies in black or white face. No more is what I'm telling you. Please hear what I'm telling you. ADOS is deception. It is a poverty mindset, because if they don't grant you reparations, you remain 2% of the wealth gap. You remain in poverty. You remain a ward of the state. You remain a subject citizen from the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment. Say it ain't so. Please think for yourself. Empowerment comes from within. Now, we're going to move on from that. Got to stay strong. Got to keep drawing on my energy. Got to stay fueled by the ancestors. And before we continue with the last part of this, get into the Joshua Brown murder, we're going to look at the chat room, see what y'all saying, because I know people are mighty angry with me now. We're telling the truth. I'm a prophet. My words have been prophetic. And that's how you know a real leader from a liar and a faker and a fraud and a hustler. Nothing he says or she says will ever be made manifest. Now, we've got, oh my God. Well, we're doing a great and mighty work, and this is what a great and mighty work looks like. Frustrations will be experienced. Anger and emotions will be experienced, but this is how it looks. Total, complete, constructive change is what revolution means. What you're hearing are the words of revolution. Now, Bullet Scotty says, what's up, Queen? How you boo? Well, you're a father, and I want you to know. I'm a war general. Nobody's boo, baby, but I respect that. I'm good. How are you? And Brother Nubian says, we can unite and give ourselves reparations. Yes, we can. Well, okay, great. And if I scroll up again, wait a minute. Joe W. says RBR needs to hear this and learn the truth. Yes, sir. Yeah, let me see. John Other says Planned Parenthood ensures we stay at 13%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mental illness. Mental fucking illness, people. If the Botham Jean murder case, the Amber Geiger murder trial was not a wake-up call or a reason to wake up, what the fuck are we doing in this country? Anyway, and waking up won't be beautiful or comfortable, baby doll. Anyway, the reality is, continue with the comments here briefly. Dark skin TV, Rashida Strober, B1 salute, Sister Queen, she says. Hey sis. Hey sis to you, salute. Alright. And oh my god, I keep having a problem. Okay, never mind. The real Aaron Collins, B1 salute, sir, says, yeah, Chatsworth is in the valley. I've been there before. Bullet Scotty, you need me on the show, Queen. Okay. Let me see where we at. Okay, Caribbean Far, B1 salute. My brother at Brother Nubian. The real Aaron Collins says, hey, Brother Nubian. I'm actually nowhere near the fires. And that was a response to an earlier. Okay, B1 salute to Chef Disaster, Plates Prevention, sir. B1 salute. Chef Disaster says, talk to them, Queen. Well, I'm trying. But we don't try, we do it. We get her done. Can you dig it? Music bringing clarity to confusion. Or the black female bailiff stroking her hair in a comforting mammy style fashion. And the black female judge comforting in a step and fetch it type manner. And the brother love for the whitey woman, yes sir. Or yes ma'am. That's what it was. And Ooh. Sister Queen, eat, love, migrate, B1, salute. You're welcome. She says thank you. Honorable sister right there. Please go to her channel, Eat, Love, Migrate, and subscribe. You'll be surprised at what you find. Very enlightening, very edifying, and educational content. She lives in Africa now. She expatriated from the hells of America, KKK. She's doing well. So now look that up. Eat, Love, Migrate. I'm going to put her channel in the description box down there for you guys. For a Righteous Black Folks Home says facts. Thank you, Queen. B1 salute. We're going to go up a little bit more and see who's here. Carrot, B1 salute, Sister Queen. Black fist up. I'm loving it. I'm digging it. And for Righteous Black Folks Home says, you warmed up now, Mod. You damn right. So anyway, let me look. Magnum Logic, I love you, my aunt. I love you too, sir. The podcast, B1 salute, Sister Queen says facts. Ratch Kane, the singer Joe, created R. Kelly. We're going to go up just B1 salute to the Honorable Kenny Concho, sir. He goes, salute Queen Ma and everyone. Drive in peace and blessings, everyone. Honorable brother, salute. We're going to go up a little bit further. You know what? We're going to do that right there. Let me see who else came in. We're going to get back to the humble meat and potatoes just now. Raj Kane. Hey, Queen, where can I get some warrior gear from? You can go to kingseti.com and get some gear. Yeah, it's got apparel. I'm going to tell you something else. You can go to Sonetta Studios. Sonetta just put it out a website. I'll put the link in the description box later, but it's... I'm going to pull up the URL and read it to you right now. Keep in mind, it's a membership-based website. You can submit videos there, content you create, but you must pay the membership. He sells apparel, smooth, fresh apparel, everything you're looking for. And the website is called, I think it's called, let me look, SonettaStudios.com. SonettaStudios.com. Fresh apparel and everything you need, videos, consciousness, teachings, all of it. I don't currently sell merch, But when I do, brother or queen, you'll be the first to know. So now, let's get back with the times. We must move and groove. Okay. Whew, we got a little bit more. Lots more coming. Let me take a drink. Oh, man. This is a hard work. It's a hard day's night. I should be working like a dog. Now, just to kill the mood. So now, brothers and sisters, you make me feel alright. Alright, so now where are we at? We're looking at the chat room. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Black America, don't you realize that we've been down the path of seeking white acceptance as a race? We went along with that program. In the Jim Crow era, when a white person was walking on the same side of the sidewalk as us, we crossed the street. We were instructed to. We were instructed to cross the street. And when we did so, if we were found laughing or we found something amusing or funny in the presence of a white person, we were instructed to stick our heads in the laughing barrel. Not to laugh in the presence of the high and mighty white man. But despite all of this going along, cooning it up, trying to be a lesser threat, black people were being lynched all across the South and the hells of North America. Hells of North America. If when we played our best hand and shot our best shot, vowing for white acceptance, and that failed us, and we still were raped, lynched, looted, burned out, and whatnot, what in the fuck makes you believe that it will work today, in 2019? Separation is the only and best solution. ADOS won't do it, baby. We must not merely separate. We must separate on a war path and a war footing. The dominant society are absolutely disagreeable and impossible to live with anywhere on this planet Earth. The dominant society are a cancer to non-white people. Behold, all of you Captain Black American Negroes. Behold, all of you Captain... God, I hate it when I do that. Behold, all of you Captain Black American Negroes. Be advised, no identity politic will provide a comfortable hiding place. We have bared witness to a Negro wannabe Christians be gunned down while minding their own business in the Rob Emanuel Church, or whatever it was called. The MOVE organization were bombed out by the racist, race soldier, fascist police. The only crime they committed was they were trying to pick themselves up by their bootstraps. We see time and time again how black people who refuse to separate from the cave beast and the hells of America have been gunned down by police. Martin Luther King tried his hand at what we believed would be the ultimate resolution, the ultimate compromise in white America integration. Black America went along with that program. Black America forsaken the movement to get reparations. Lo and behold, in cold blood, MLK was murdered and assassinated. So, yet again, in the hells of America, we failed to assimilate with the beast. The white murderous, patriotic killing fields of the United Snakes of America fought back, pushed back, rejected you, Black America. Wake up. Are you so senseless and ignorant that you believe the society which excuses those who have been murdering you will pay you reparations? Wake up. Are you so senseless and ignorant that you believe the society which excuses those who have been murdering you, taking no vacation, no timeouts, no holiday from murdering you, will pay you reparations? That's a fantasy. You are being deliberately misled by Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks. You are being led to a place of grazing in the grass, complacent while a slaughter is being prepared for you. ADOS has a monolith problem and a unity problem. ADOS has a monolith problem and a unity problem. When it comes to Black people, we are not monolithic. And unity is like kryptonite and our worst nightmare to us. How in the hell will Yvette Carnell and Tone Talk sell this ADOS trick bag to the entire Black race? Or a feasible number of us to make it work? Feeling lucky? Huh? Punk. Black people will have to be on code for something like ADOS to have a fighting chance ahead of working. The reality is that in our broken state as a people, deaf, dumb, and blind, descendants of enslaved Africans suffering from dissociative identity disorder and multiple personality disorder, the condition of cooning will be the reality of things. Divested Black people who are swirlers, corporate American Captain American Negroes, and average layman run-of-the-mill coons will fight against ADOS. Biracials in their white allegiance will resist because their white daddies and mommies are not included. The bed bucks will resist because their white queens and snow bunnies are not included. The bad wenches will resist because their white zaddies are not included. And all white acceptance seekers, inferiority complex driven Negroes who are more concerned with the comfort of white people will resist and not accept your narrative and will emphatically fight against ADOS. Do you not hear me? Why weren't these very real issues considered by Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks beforehand? Because they never wanted to be honest with us. And the overall sole purpose of ADOS was never to secure reparations. It was to ensure that Black people's oppositional vote will be eliminated. To pave the way for total and complete white nationalist leadership to take root in the United Snakes of America. The stark reality is that by the year 2045, the United States of America will shift to the United States of America. But you didn't hear me. Let me repeat. By the year 2045, the United States of America will shift to the United States of America. We live in two Americans, ladies and gentlemen. America, active and enforced. America, AMERICA, null and void. But by 2045, it will shift from America to America. Can you dig it? This is why they implemented ADOS and brought it to you through the carrier pigeon operation. MK Ultra Mindfuck for the 21st century American Negro. This is the reason the dominant society is seeking white nationalist leadership as their final and best solution to preventing the impending reality of things to come for them. Why white nationalism leadership? Because they have concluded white nationalist, fascist, racist leadership, laws, statutes, ordinances, and policy based on history has been proven to be best for the dominant society's survival. Considering their recessive nature, they will need to eliminate immigration that has the ability to cause the browning of America They will eventually bring back anti-miscegenation laws, sundown towns, black codes, stop and frisk segregation, and an entire gamut of other racist infrastructure to ensure their survival. Diverse immigration has never been a threat to black people in America based on race or face value alone. It has never plagued us because our black was not, let's say, diversified. There was no quantification look it up of a difference between a foreign-born black and a domestic black. It has, however, plagued us because of our lack of unity amongst race, self-love, ambition to build and establish our own economy, culture, and agenda. Our derelictness of duty has been the reason the immigrant issue has been disastrous for us. But it's not mere integration or immigration that is the smoking gun. It's the fact that we have failed to compete. It's the fact that we have to face and compete with competition from outside races as a non-competing people, as a non-competing race. That is the only reason I submit to you that immigration or illegal immigration, therefore, can harm us because of our derelictness of duty. The anti-immigration issue is solely a white nationalist phobia, and more than that, white supremacy requires non-white cooperation in order to exist and succeed. The reality is that for far too long, black people have been cooperating and now under ADOS, the MK Ultra, fratricidal, sleeper cell, brainwashing, splinter cell movement. The white nationalists have implemented the program and codes of conduct tailor-made for the American Negro, for total Negro cooperation. The threat ADOS possesses is that in our total and complete cooperation with our open enemy, we reduce ourselves to being likened to cattle, grazing in the grass, unaware of the imminent threat ahead, as the shepherd or open diametrically opposed enemy leads us to slaughter. More than that, ADOS is a poverty mindset. It is not a empowerment strategy. I repeat. Because empowerment has and must come from within, hence the term empowerment. The definition, for those of you who may not know, of empowerment is this: authority or power given to someone to do something. Individuals are given empowerment to create their own dwellings. The process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling one's life and claiming one's rights. That's the definition of empowerment. Didn't say anything about seeking outside help. You've been lied to by misleadership on Black YouTube, the 1 percentile with the most views. Wake up. It's time to wake up. I rock with a lot of people, but sad to say it, there is at least 3 hard hitters with the most views in the 1 percentile who are lying through their teeth. Misleadership on display. They won't tell you this. They're non-prophetic in their ways and means. We're almost there. Just hold on. If a race of people depends on their enemies to empower them by means of granting them money or other favors that will ultimately come with terms, the terms of the enemy, and the reality is that it will be their way or the highway. I repeat, for example, the Native Americans were relegated, look it up, to the inferior position of playing by the white man's rules and terms, cast away to live on reservations, for which some are mere shanty towns and villages. As a result, the Native American is now a flicker of what they used to be. If we as a people disregard or disagree with any of the terms in the package for reparations set forward by the enemy handed to us, then the enemy would simply say no deal. And in the end, no reparations will be distributed. And you can look it up. Black empowerment is not symbolized in the phrase, cut the check. I hate to break your heart, ladies and gentlemen, but we've crunched the reality of things. We've crunched the data here in the BCC, Black CENTCOM, Black Central Command. Let me inform you, let me submit to you that cut the check is a poverty mindset. Cut the check is a poverty statement. Anytime you got to wait on your enemy to distribute something to you, that's poverty. Empowerment comes from within. Fuck what you've been told. Hell with what you heard. Cut the check ain't shit. I'm a leader. Power opposes. I don't go with a popular crowd. I don't give a damn how you feel. Hashtag cut the check. It's victim's narrative. It is poverty mindset. Black empowerment is not symbolized in the phrase cut the check. The reality is, or the reality of that is a poverty mindset, because if a race of people lay dormant and the prerequisite look it up, or rather or not they did anything or accomplished anything for themselves, was dependent on another race, and in this case the race of their enemies. To be more clear, the diametrically opposed open enemy, the Tom who the dominant society. Can you dig it? To give them money spells out a people who lack the drive and ambition to be self-sufficient, self-starters, to be self-motivated, to accomplish or get anything done as a group of people based on their authority, their own terms. People who take a we'll wait and see approach finish last and ultimately are at the bottom financially on a collective scale, subject to oppression. People, I've been told one lie today. You must listen to learn. Don't listen to respond. Cut the check, ADOS. This has been the condition and reality of the American Negro for far too long. This has been the direct result of an education deficit, lack of knowledge, and failed leadership. Black leadership has failed for a few key reasons. The major one being that those who proclaim to be leaders have chosen to coddle the race of people who victimize and murder them. We have chosen to coddle our enemies in blackface and protect them. We've chosen to play the blame game and the victim's narrative, and to ultimately tell the collective race of failures what they wanted to hear as opposed to what they needed to hear. There's a difference in what you want versus what you need, baby, and you can take that to the bank. Black people need not to play the victim anymore. It serves us not. It's this perpetual victimhood position we have been playing that has rendered us useless and helpless when we approach the issues of slavery. The proper approach would be to handle it in two ways. We refer to that tragic history to corroborate, look it up, and verify the nature of the dominant society, our enemies. 2, we use it to verify our superiority and acknowledge that if we can overcome slavery, we are better, stronger, greater than our oppressors. We should look at slavery for empowerment, not to play the victim off it. We should look at it and tell ourselves and acknowledge that we can make it through that. We can make it through anything. And that our oppressor and enemy is no match for us. We have gotten it wrong for far too long, and have been led through misleadership to relinquish our power to the enemy by hanging our heads into sight the tragic history of racism, chattel slavery, and the hells of America KK as the reason we cannot achieve. And it's this mistake which has empowered white supremacy without a whistleblower, folks. Coming forward in the case of the Joshua Brown murder, and now we're going to take it home. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the Joshua Brown topic. Hope you've been patient, mighty strong. Stay here. We're going to get on subject here now, baby. We're going to roll some footage before we jump in so we won't forget. So stand by.
Massive multi-state manhunts underway to track down Joshua Brown's alleged killer. Police identifying Thaddeus Green as the prime suspect, still on the run.
Thaddeus Green shot Joshua Brown 2 times.
Brown's death gained national attention due to his role as a key witness during the widely watched murder trial of Amber Geiger just 2 weeks ago.
Do you recall ever hearing someone say, "Hey, put your hands up," at a loud tone?
No, ma'am.
Or, "Show me your hands"?
No, ma'am.
His emotional testimony was credited with helping get a conviction and 10-year prison sentence for the killing of their neighbor, Botham John. Now police...
Hey, are you tired of the media spinning the truth and pushing false narratives upon you?
Okay. And Joshua, I'm going to have you stand to the side, kind of like Donna White here, so they can see what we're doing, okay? Now, you say you enter to the parking garage. Does this look like a layout of the apartment complex, the Southside Flat? Can you orientate yourself?
This will be the front. Yeah, come out from the mall, just keep coming the back.
Okay. And based on this diagram, States Exhibit 34A, do you recognize where your apartment is located?
Yeah, right here.
Mr. Brown, can you please raise your voice?
Yes, ma'am. It's right here to the top.
Okay. Indicating
37.
1437. Okay. Now, you said you came up through the parking garage and got off the elevator. Where does that elevator drop you off at?
Probably right here.
This is the elevator?
Yeah, this will be the elevator. And this will probably be where I come out at.
I'm sorry, sir. She can't hear me. She'll take you down.
This will be the elevator, and this will be the hallway where I walk to my door.
Okay. So when you started to come down this main hallway, what do you hear?
When I get about right here.
And is that where the 2 hallways meet to make the turn?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
When I get about right here, it's kind of when I hear like what I would describe as 2 people meeting each other on a surprise. So I'm assuming, the door's open and 2 people meet, and then I hear the 2 gunshots go off.
Okay. So let's stop there for a second. You said when you get to the conjunction between the 2 hallways, you hear what sounds like 2 people meeting by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And what made you think that it was 2 people meeting by surprise?
Because I couldn't make out what either one of them was saying. I couldn't tell y'all today that what either one of them was saying. It was like, it wasn't English, so, but I just knew it was 2 people meeting, 2 human beings meeting. So, that's the only way I could describe it.
Okay. Was it 2 separate voices?
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell if one of the voices was giving loud commands like stop?
Alright, guys, bear with me. We're about to get started here. Does that mean? Alright, here we go. I only showed you that so you can corroborate for yourselves his demeanor in court. It's going to be important moving forward because I'm going to come right out with it and say it. When I first saw his testimony, I was disappointed because that's not the demeanor of a businessman. That is not the demeanor of a stand-up man. I'm sorry to say it, but that's not even reminiscent of a leader. Not to say that he said he was a leader, but the reality is I witnessed a man really with no credibility. I witnessed a man who is statistically a failure in the hells of America. Okay, I witnessed everything but a businessman. Now, here's the deal. Misleadership has been resorted to on Black YouTube, and they said he's a hero. Well, we salute our slain, yes. But what we won't do when the facts come out, ADOS, because you had a field day saying, oh, the foreigners are not talking about Botham Jean, and oh, they're so pathetic. Oh, they've been undermining us for the last 600 years, and oh, those people suck. Fuck foreign-born blacks. You listen to Tariq Nasheed say all this shit. You guys had your field day, but I've always told you here in Black Syncom, your ADOS scam is falling apart. You're being exposed. You know, it's prophetic, really, that I chose, and I'm the only one who laced this case, the Amber Gacker trial, with ADOS. The ancestors instructed me to do so for a reason. Real leadership was on display when they told me there is a connection here. We're going to disprove this foundational Black American bullshit hogwash. We're going to show these people they have not been a foundation to themselves for about roughly 130 years since Black Wall Street, since the Reconstruction era, give or take, since Renaissance Harlem burned down, since Black Wall Street. We can also disprove ADOS's alleged credibility because every time a white nationalist does something, every time the black woman does something, every time a Democrat politician does something, every time a foreign-born black does something, they're quick to call it out. They're quick to grandstand. They're quick to slander. They're quick to defame characters. You never hear the truth in that camp. You never hear Yvette Carnell say, well, these people were foundational Black Americans and they failed us, ADOS. You never hear no real leadership going down. You never hear no real instruction going down. You just hear a bunch of bullshit. So the ancestors impressed on me to seize the opportunity to go against the popular narrative and tell the fucking truth as I saw it. And the reality is, ADOS has been the devil in the details. Not only in the Amber Geiger trial, but in Black America. I'm going to put it this way. Failed bedbug, beta male, bastardized, pedophile, victimized, and murderous collective. I want a heavier word. I'm just going to say losers who call themselves black men. I've been the devils in the details. So, I'm going to say this before we continue. I salute Dallas PD. I salute Chicago PD. Because in both cases, we're able to verify how Jussie Smollett I don't accept him as black, but most of you do, getting past that. You believed him. You coddled him. You forsaken the foundational black police officers on the job. When it came to the murder of Joshua Brown, you you slander and you forsake the great police work by foundational black Americans. Whilst you're screaming, we're foundational, we're a group, we love each other, we're so great, we're proud, we're wrapped in the American flag. Captain Black American ass Negroes. Liars. The devil's in the details. The honorable ancestors impressed on me to expose you. And lo and behold, we already exposed you on the murder of Botham Jean, part 1 of this series, volume 2. You're exposed. Your hand is in the cookie jar. You are the devil in the details. What do we see? 3 foundational black Americans not marry, excuse me. Oh, wow. Murder a foundational black American on your screen. Joshua Brown. Say it ain't so, Yvette Carnell. Where are you in the details, you Judas goat? Where the fuck are you? Tone talks. Oh, you fuck boys. Jumping behind the camera. Send the predictable, coddling victims narrative bull jive as war to the state's subject citizens. Where are you? You will never rally your troops to say and do the right thing, because you're the devils in the goddamn detail. But I do. I stand for truth, justice, honor, reciprocity, integrity. You've been exposed. Now moving forward. I'm growing fatigue, so please excuse me. This is a great and mighty work. We're almost done. Wow. I want to submit to you, there is a lot of, and producer, can we put it on the screen? We want to show them what we're talking about. There is a lot of urban legend, sweetheart, going around. Enough urban legend for an army, goddamn you. We are experiencing no shortage of the victim's narrative. See, history is best qualified to qualify the present and the future. Can you dig it? When Tupac was murdered, when Biggie was murdered, when Nipsey Hussle were murdered, just to name a few. And there's more. Oh, even when a pedophile rapes endless black women and is excused by the justiceless lawlessness, criminal justice system in the hells of America, KKK, can you dig it? Urban legend comes to the rescue. People said, oh, Botham Jean is cohabitating with Amber Geiger. There must be a relationship. Well, the truth is, that's urban legend. He never dated her. He never had a sexual affair with her. So now, urban legend is kicking in where Negroes playing the victim. I just knew it. And I got on the phone with some friends of mine and I called them up because they're ADOS people. And I said, what do you think about this? Not long ago, you were just talking smack about, oh, the foreign borns and look at them. It's coon shit. That's why we're seeing this display in the courtroom. Well, baby doll, the reality is your father and I want you to know that the unequivocal, look it up, reality of things is that you are the devil in the details. You're liars, manipulators, servants of the goddamn enemy. Now, there's no excuse for what Joshua Brown did. I can't find a better word. And I don't care how you feel. He was a failure. That's what he was. Now, I'm not wishing death on him. Hell no. But what I'm telling you all is, he was a pusher man, a dope dealer. When we saw him get emotional on the stands because he knew he had got a good brother caught up in bullshit. Remember, I submit to you that he said in his testimony The first time the police ever showed up to Botham John's door or his was over marijuana. No, oh, bitch. Yes, I did. Marijuana. Can you dig it? Huh. And now, Dallas PD submitted the findings to you all that in the details was, and we have it written here somewhere, but $4,000 cash, 100 something approximately cartridges of THC, and some odd poundage of freaking marijuana. Now, if you're smart, you realize that those are the factual numbers, the factual materials needed to be a seller and distributor of dope. So the reality is, and my mic keeps increasing. Google, stop. God damn. Shit. But anyway, the reality of things now is that he was a pusher man. He had no Airbnb businesses. That was a cover story. God damn it. The reality is, he was a pusher man. This is why when he testified, when he heard the gunshots, he ran because he believed those shots were for him. He had a guilty conscience. Now, no businessman has the demeanor we saw him display in that courtroom, mumbling. Come on, what businessman can succeed talking to clients this way? If clients have to say, hey, I can't hear you, can you speak up on the phone? They're not buying from you. Stop fooling yourself, coddling failures. He was not a victim. He was a pusher man. And I believe Botham John was a buyer in the equation of things now. Take it or let it alone. It is what it is. How does it feel? I hope it hurts good. And Joshua Brown was the seller. Can you dig it? And yes, most drug deals go bad because they want your supply. It was a matter of time. Don't care how you feel. He was a failure. He was a pusher man. Sorry. These are just facts, ma'am. Now, getting back on topic, we're going to roll back to his picture for you. I'm just giving you some context. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the black jury, please understand. Anyway. There's a lot of conspiracy out there, a lot of urban legend. Without a whistleblower, baby dog, coming forward in the Joshua Brown murder, the idea of his murder being a cover-up and an organized hit piece and a conspiracy will not work, nor will it be acceptable. Truth is, Negroes like to snitch. Negroes like to talk for the clout it brings. We've had whistleblowers throughout the history in this country regarding the fake NASA moon landing to all the White House cover-ups. We've always had whistleblowers. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you, without a whistleblower, fuck what you've been told. Fuck what you're hearing. This is not a hit by Dallas PD. There's no conspiracy about it. It is what it is. As you listen to the sound of my voice, you know good and well, you got a weed man around the corner from you. God damn it. You know where he is. Don't fuck with me. Stop playing yourself. Because right now, intelligent people among your enemies are looking at you like you are a sick people. Every time you get it wrong. Every time you play the victim card. Every time. No wonder you're 2% of the wealth gap. I don't care how you feel. What is what it is. Anyway, it's the devil in the details. The murder of Joshua Brown. I'm using strong words today because you know what? The ancestors have not given me the permission to find a softer word, and I'm not on the Savior's mission. I'm not on a cobbler's mission. One is come with the tiger's paw, the eagle's claw, the grape that won't slip, to raise you to a living perpendicular on the grave in the hells of America. KKK, take it or let it alone. It is what it is, goddammit. We are counseling the victim's narrative. We are counseling the meal ticket. It's time to be leaders and builders and providers. God damn you. And what I saw in that courtroom, in fact, was not a leader, a builder, or provider. He was a failure. Continuing. With no whistleblower, there can be no conspiracy. Negroes like to talk for the clout, the gossip, and the what do you call it, viral sensation it would bring. Until I hear or see a corroborating whistleblower, I believe you not. You have to play the ball where it fucking lands. But I'm gonna tell you this: if he was a black woman, there is no fucking possible way we would entertain conspiracy theory. Take it or let it alone. You know what it is. Double standard, half and jive time turkey Negroes. I'm sick of you coddling the freaking deficient, beta male, pathetic abusers of this community. No more. This is true and proper leadership. Not misleadership of victim calling and victim's narrative and finger pointing. Not this time, black man. Not this time. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black African unapologetic power. B1 salute for life. You better take it or let it alone. The mic is on fire. Stop. Wait. Stephon Curry with the assist. Queen Ma girl with the alley-oop. Goddamn you. Now, let me take a drink because we're getting too hot here. Oh my God. Wait a second here. Ooh, child. Wait a second. Humble yourselves. And if you could get a visual right now, you horn dogs would be crazy. I just spilled coffee down my shirt. But anyway, the point is, we're just getting started, baby doll. We're almost finished. Be strong. I pray for some of you because I know you've jumped ship. And it's cool, man. Really. But anyway, getting back to the basics here. I'm just shaking it off, that's all. So now, notice the ADOS camp spared foreign-born blacks nothing, no excuses from being labeled the enemy during the Amber Geiger trial. They say the foreigners are not talking about his murder. They proclaimed that ADOS were the only ones. Sugar dog, can you take it? And I tell you again, I repeat, not one, not two, but 3 foundational black Americans murdered a foundational black America and a drug deal gone bad. Can you dig it? Huh? Feeling lucky, punk? Huh? Anyway, the point is, we're here to be strong. We're not here to coddle or romance you. It is what it is. ADOS has no credibility. I have been prophetic and very revolutionary in my short time here on YouTube. Why? Because I have a divine connection to the truth, and I weigh my heart to find the truth. I can't say as much for the 1% with the most views. Can you dig it? The most watched, the most subscribed too. Let me tell you something. Hold up. Pause. Time out. Coming through with the facts on the T. Can you dig it? Let me tell you something. Mock my words, punk. Check it out. Pull up a seat. Pull up a chair. Mama teaching here. Now, let me tell you something. Now, your father and I want you to know the beneficiaries of the most views now in this community come in the form of the Hassan Campbell, Chryson Campbells, the liars, abusers, victimizers, users, losers of this community. They get the most subscriptions. They get the most views. They get all the support because we've been trained. We're deaf, dumb, and blind. We're numb to the victim playing narrative, the finger pointing now, and we coddle our abusers, our enemies, in white and blackface. See, you can be a black woman on this thing called YouTube. Or a black YouTube. You can be trying to educate, edify, and elevate. You'll get no support. In fact, you'll lose subscribers. But if you go on to one of these channels, listen to Tariq, the Angry Man, the Manosphere, or fucking Tommy Sotomayor, or Chryson Campbell, misogynist as he is, as abusive as he is, the Robert Kellys of the world. When you go on channels that coddle those guys, when you go on channels that tell the victim's narrative, when you go on abusive channels that are abusive to the black woman globally, worldwide, you will see an explosion of goddamn subscriptions and views and support, cash apps and donations like never before. You heard me. I didn't stutter. Yeah, I like how the smoke leaves my mouth. War General in rare form tonight, telling you what time it is. I don't care how you feel. Yeah, and I know many have tapped out. Well, get with it. Or get the fuck out. Now, the reality is, it's disgusting that the reprobate, losers, and this here community get all the support. Can get away with murder. Well, this is the reason our community remains stagnant with no growth. No builders, leaders, providers. Let me tell you something. It breaks my heart to hear how the black woman is number one in abuse. Misuse. And I'm not excusing the fuck shit black women do. But the point is, we're number one in abuse, torture, rape, kidnap, betrayal, murder, domestic violence, out of wedlock households, single parent households, child support recipients, because these bastards care not about the foundation they proclaim they're from. The reality is, you're looking at the suspects in the murder of Joshua Brown. There are 3 foundational alleged black Americans who pulled the goddamn trigger. At least we didn't witness foreign-borns murdering 80 of us. Oh, they would have had a field day beating their chest like Congo, King Kong and shit. Oh, yeah, man, told you. Boom, boom, boom. What is that dude, Tarzan? Oh, they would have been like, oh, yeah, told you, man. See, the foreigners, man, get with it. Fuck that. Your credibility serves you not. You have no fucking credibility at this point, you liars. And the devil is in the details. You are the fucking devil in the details. I will bang on you and the fucking beast. And so kingdom come, goddamn you. I don't care how you feel. You are the devil in the goddamn details. ADOS are the devils in the details. All right. Let me slow down to tell you something. The ancestors told me, Sister Queen, this is a revolutionary time. This embarrassment we all witnessed during the Amber Geiger murder trial. It's not to be taken lightly. This is a teaching moment for true leadership. A rare, small, chosen few in a minority to answer the call, to step up and quantify not only the mental illness of Black America, not only the derelictness of duty in Black America, but to quantify emphatically, look it up, the goddamn condition where you love the enemy more than you love yourself. And you're killing each other. That's why you're a go-nowhere group of people. Hey, man, just go back to playback on my video from last Friday. You will hear it. Now, trying to finish this up in true form. Let's continue. We got a little bit more to get into. Why aren't Black men calling Amber Geiger masculine? Good question. I just want to know. She didn't call for backup. She was man enough to confront an alleged intruder in her apartment. Why aren't Black men saying white women are masculine? The double standards Black men have regarding white women versus Black women are sickening. Truth is, the most dominant masculine woman would be the white woman, not the Black woman. The most feminine damsel in distress underneath the boot of fucking oppression. But in your deaf, dumb, blind state, you cannot see it. The Dallas PD department have ADOS men and women serving in that department. They're not getting any support from foundational Black Americans. In fact, they are being forsaken. They are being slandered. Their reputation's on the line. Their families endangered by the lies, by the misleadership, and the 1 percentile with the most views on Black YouTube. Can you dig it? Where can I look in the hells of America and quantify this foundational mythological Black foundation? You forsaken the honorable men and women behind the badge who look like you, serving you, who are alleged quote-unquote ADOS recipients. In your mentally ill state, you call them liars, agents, enablers of the enemy. You say they're covering up shit. Well, without a whistleblower, I cannot accept your narratives. Now, suspect number 1, Jaquarius Mitchell, 20 years of age. Suspect number 2, Michael Mitchell, 32 years of age. And Thaddeus Green, 22 years old, were the suspects. They came from Alexandria, Louisiana, to buy drugs from Joshua Brown, your stand-up businessman, American hero, the pusher man. Let's tell it like it is. The ancestors impressed upon me to be honest with all of you. And the reality is the Amber Geiger trial is a disappointment. She'll make you sick to your core. It's a quantifying milestone at this late stage that tells us in 2019, if we don't get it together, our current refueling, perpetual behaviors are not sustainable. It is time to stop coddling the failures, foreign or domestic, in black society. I'm not going to sit up here and say what others are saying and coddle Joshua Brown, a pusher man. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to coddle Botham Jean either at this point. I've decided I'm sickened to my core. No more from me coddling the black community of collective losers, abusers, murderers, pedophiles, frauds, liars, hustlers, scammers, and con men. The devil comes from within. The devil can be white or in blackface. Because you're black like me, you don't get to rape 21 of our daughters and get away with it. No more. The reality is, this has been true black leadership. Don't care how you feel at this point because I'm sick to my core with being disappointed for throwing on the cape for Negroes in America. Expecting stand-up behavior, expecting leadership. Getting disappointed every single time. Not John, but Michael Brown was murdered. We forgive. Emmanuel Church, we forgive. Dylan Roof, we forgive. Daniel Battaglia, we forgive. Amber Geiger, we forgive. We forgive. Anyway, and I could go on. No more. What we witnessed in the 1 percentile with the most views, the monopoly on black YouTube, was people trying to do damage control because we're like, we spoke too soon. We said it was white supremacy. Shit moment. It was 3 black men. And it's worse. They were foundational black Americans. Damage control, go on cam. Wait a minute. Upload, panic button. Wait a minute. Let's start weaving urban legend. Let's start victim protection. Let's start finger pointing. Let's disparage foundational black surface men and women. Please, man, in your deaf, dumb, and blind, broken, inferior, mental ill state, will you get over it? Will you get a fucking life and tell the truth for once? For the sake of your goddamn future. If you care about your black future, your babies, black people, the black race, will you please stop being stuck in the fucking mud? But I understand. The monetized platforms with the most views in the 1 percentile of black YouTube believe that that's the meal ticket. Come on here, race hustle. Tell people what they want to hear, like a snake oil salesman and a man trying to sell a goddamn... What do you call those people? I don't forget what they call those people. Oh, God damn it. An Eskimo ice in the snow. Hell with you. Hell no. No more. You're exposed. And now, we only seek to build with like minds on one accord that vibe with us, who are gravitating toward maturity. A real, let's say, shown and proven of black intelligence and excellence by action, not word of mouth. These Negroes have been selling us word of mouth and poison pills and manosphere, blue pill, red pill, pink pill bullshit for far too long. I'm sick and tired at this point. It's played out. It's time for us to stop this shit. We empower white supremacy when we hang our heads, bow our heads, and say, oh, the white man's so great. Every time he outsmarts us, he got us again. He lynched another one. It was a lynching. It was an ambush. Oh, niggers, get ready. Niggers, run for your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, a search of Joshua Brown's apartment turned up 12 pounds of marijuana, 143 grams of THC cartridges, and 4,000, not 1,000, not 3,000, $4,000 cash. I rest my case. He was not a businessman. I know, black man, you want to save face so bad. I know, baby. You want him to be this great guy. Please miss me with the shit, because every time black men fuck up, I told you all, you're not listening to me. I said black men are a common and protected class in this country where they can do no wrong every time they fuck up. Here comes the Jews, the liberals, the black women, the mammies, the tools used and abused to the rescue. And simp dick riding niggers to the rescue. Never fucking fails. This homoerotic upside down, inside out community makes me sick. Where Negroes love men more than the queens of this goddamn community. I close my case by saying this. I hope you found this message to be educational, edifying, and an elevational for yourself. I hope you listen to understand, to learn, not to react. But if you feel you must go from here, the battlefield, the front line of the Revolutionary War, the 1500-year ongoing looming race war, please see yourself out to stage left. Unsubscribe. We ain't worried about a goddamn thing in black sitcom. This is a war path. I have been your war general, Queen, my aunt girl. What up, my aunt girl? And you can take that to the bank. Now we're going to look at the chat room. We're going to open the phone lines briefly for you to hit us. But before we do that, we're going to look at the chat room. And please excuse me. My sinuses are kicking my butt. We presided over a great and mighty work tonight. I know I've turned off people. I've broken hearts. Well, that's real leadership. Painful. BMTB wants to, sir. He says that's why it's not good to do close topics. Good show. Thank you, sir. Salute. This is militant shit. I'm a war general. Doubt me not. Well, who gives a shit? Can you dig it? Now, we've got John Nothing saying they want women submit to their father. Black women don't. Who are your father? I don't know what he's trying to say there. Awkward occurrence is late night show. That Dragon Ball Z shirt is the devil in the details. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. I've been thinking that shit. Simpish nigga. I seen some tattoos on him that were problematic. I couldn't tell if that was white Jesus on his arm, white woman on his arm. What the fuck was that? I couldn't tell, people. The dude was not this clean. Listen, man. Anytime you gotta brush off, save your failures collectively every fucking single time, that means, goddamn, you're in a predicament. You can't produce winners. You gotta lie to yourself and dust off losers just to have a winner. It's sad, man. And most of the winners are coming from Africa. Hey, foreign-born blacks like the fast runners in the Olympics, they're Jamaicans. All the way back to Usain Bolt. You are one of the same. You come from greatness. Stop fooling yourself. Following the Judas goat. Yeah, Rat Carnell when Tone talks. And aligning yourself with the devil in the details, Eddie O.S. I don't care how you feel about it. But anyway, we're going to cut away from this now to do the opening of the phone lines because let me see how long we've been. Oh, wow. We've been 253 minutes. No, God, come on, get it right, sister girl. We've been 2 hours and 54 minutes long and strong. The ancestors impressed on me, baby doll, that this would happen. And it's cool. Because we had a lot of work to do. We got to call out this plight, this condition. It is awful. It's pathetic. It's repugnant. It's reprobate. At this point, it's disgusting. It is sickening. I could go on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, We got to do better. So we're going to open up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. Get out. If you want to call in, please do so. This is your opportunity. And we'll look at the chat room one more time before we close out. So give me 1 second, please, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, baby doll. Welcome to the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command. Want to hit us with your best shot? The number to call is 122-597-7258. Hit us with your best shot, or for hold your peace. If you disagree with anything you heard here today from the War General Queen Mott Girl, please let it be known. If you got the lion's heart, the lion's heart, the warrior spirit to take me on, please speak up or forever hold your peace. The number again in the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command is 122-597-7258. Hit us with your best shot or forever hold your peace. This is militant frontline shit. Hit us or forever hold your peace. We don't care how you feel, but we love you. That's why we're real. I didn't seek to romance you. I didn't seek to break any hearts either, baby doll. But I gotta be real. I gotta be real. So, hit us at 122-597-7258. Hit us at 122-597-7258. Please hit us at 122-597-7258. This is the lightning round of the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command. Hit us with your best shot or forever hold your peace. Tell us what's on your mind, please, baby doll. We won't hold the lines open too long. We're just going to, because we don't beg for anything here in the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command. We pave the way to true leadership, the future of the black community. Courage, bravery, honor, integrity, reciprocity, justice is the only way to the future. In America, America serves victims, not. So, under ADOS, a poverty mindset, you are a victim. Under the devil's in the details, I remind you, so please, do for self. Separation is the only and best solution. Can you dig it? I don't care how you feel. If I hurt any feelings, I apologize. Sorry, but not sorry. This is wartime. Time for us to stop apologizing for, and you may hide your number, baby doll. In the BCC Black CENTCOM Black Central Command, we honor your privacy, respect your privacy. So, hide your number, please. *67, whatever you must do. and give us a call, 1-202-597-7258. Please hit us at 1-202-597-7258 and hit us with your best shot or forever hold your peace. I'm a war general, queen, my aunt girl. What at, my aunt girl? B1, salute for life. Black first for life. Please hit us with your best shot or forever hold your peace. We don't care. See, when you unsubscribe, understand one thing. When you troll, baby, understand one thing. When you try to send us a political message, please understand. Can you dig it? I've lost many subs on my face. We always gain new ones. And we stand alone. There are no gods before us. We are all gods having a human experience. Take it or let it alone. It is what it is, goddamn. We are proven and shown by actions and deeds what true black excellence is, what true black intelligent society looks like. And all you fakers are in the 1 percentile, hustling for a check, for cheese and scraps at Master's table. Get out. You make me sick. You disappoint me. Anyway, the point is, you can hit us at 1-202-597-7258. Hit us with your best shot, or forever hold your peace. This is the BCC Black Central fucking Command. War shit, a warpath. I am your war general, queen, my aunt girl. What at, my aunt girl? What at happens to be emphatically, look it up, the ancient Kemetic pronunciation of queen. Please hit us at 1-202-597-7258. Hit us at 1-202-597-7258. Hit us with your best shot or forever hold your peace. We want to know what's on your mind. Please hit us. Goddamn you. And this is what it looks like. This is what it's come to. In the hells of America, KKK, under continuous failed Negro leadership. Prophetic Negro instruction. Please take me on. I dare ya. I'm the most hated, most feared black woman on all of white and black YouTube. God damn it, take it or let it alone. Let me break it down one more time for you what Queen My Aunt Girl represents. What Queen My Aunt Girl means. Can you dig it? Now, Queen, because I'm not a minority. Queen, because I'm not a Negro. Queen, because I'm not a nigger. Ma'at stands for reciprocity, integrity, honor, and justice. Reciprocation. Can you dig it? Girl, because I'm a student in this game, in this knowledge. I learn from the scholars. My spiritual fathers and mothers are not yours. Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad is one of my spiritual fathers. John Henry Clark, Sheikh Anta Diop, George G.M. James, Francis Cress Welsing, goddamn, and others. Dr. Ben. See, you have to be a student before you can be a teacher. Dig it, dig it, dig it, do it. And so the point is, I'm not better than anyone. I will admit that on this black microphone, on the BCC network, the Black CENTCOM network, the Black Central Command network. I will admit. When I'm wrong, I will apologize when I'm wrong. And goddamn you, if I'm wrong about Joshua Brown and a whistleblower comes forward, I will eat that. I will take that L on like ADOS. The devil in the details. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been long, mighty strong. We're going to close the phone lines now. You have failed to rise to the occasion, but we still love you. But we must keep the show moving. We are at the 3-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get gone, got to get ghost. So we're going to do the Honorable Black CENTCOM, close out the Honor Code, the BCC blueprint of Black excellence, and get the fuck out of here. You got to think quick to hang with us now in the BCC Black CENTCOM, Black Central Command. Now, let's do the close out in the Honor Code, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make sure the microphone's not muted. Everything is ready to go, because we make mistakes. We're only human. So let's do it. I'm going to look at the chat room one more time before we salute and get the fuck out of here. But please, let me make sure the phone lines are off. No stragglers at this point. Yeah, people don't see, but if this program was about killing each other, lying, cheating, frauding, hustling and scamming, perpetual failureship, these phones would have been lit. Ladies and gentlemen, goddamn, hold on. Fucking phones would have been lit. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Please, we're having some problems. Ladies and gentlemen, I salute you for being here tonight. Today, we salute the 380 subscribers strong. If we've lost them, that's fine. Can you dig it? But we learn and we grow and we move on. We don't die, we multiply. Now, let's do the honor code, the blueprint of Black Power, Black excellence, Pan-Africanism, Black nationalism, Black power, and get out of here. E1, B1A, E1, B1B, B1 for life. Pan-African 2020 tangible and beyond. Black archers up. Black Magi up, Black 21 gun salute, Black fist up, Black power, Black power, Black power, Black power, Black African, unapologetic, uncompromising, be one for life, power.